are again at Christmas time. And during Christmas time, if you're like me, I bake so much. I'm always baking. And today I'm gonna do something I've never made. And I'm gonna do a fruit cake, my mother-in-law's recipe. I remember her making her fruit cake and it was so good. So I'm gonna try it. I'm not much for fruit cake, but she's been talking about how good her fruit cake was, and I thought I would make her and surprise them with some fruit cake. So anyway, so there's a variety of ingredients here. And some of these, I was surprised at this time that I couldn't find. I couldn't find crystallized fruit, the fruits that I wanted. I only end up finding these minced little ones, but I guess everybody's making fruit cake. Anyway, in here I have 2 cups applesauce. I have a cup of cherries and pineapple. And in here I have the 2 cups of the minced fruit for fruit cake, 4 cups of flour, 1 cup of white raisins, 2 cups of sugar, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of baking powder. I have some cloves, cinnamon, and some salt. Her recipe asks for aguardente. I happen not to have aguardente. I'm going to substitute for port wine. And then I have a cup of nuts, walnuts, and then 2 tablespoons of Crisco. That's what she used to use, Crisco. So like I said, I've never made this cake because it's not something that I cared for, but because they've been talking about it, so I'm going to follow her recipe, and we're going to make this. So first, she says to soak I'm going to put the raisins and the fruit, just the mixed fruit. The cherries and the pineapple, we don't soak. That's what her recipe says. And she says to soak with port wine. I'm going to add more port wine. I want to soak all this, so depending how many fruit you have. So I would say maybe, I had probably 1/4 cup, so maybe 3/4 cup. And I'm just gonna mix all this, and I'm gonna let this soak. She said she soaked it overnight, and then I'm gonna warm it up a little bit in a microwave. She used to use, her recipe said pineapple juice. Don't have pineapple juice, I didn't see it. She has little notes on the side. I'm gonna warm this up so those fruits can start plumping on this. We're gonna put the butter, or the Crisco. This is not butter. She used Crisco. And it's only 2 tablespoons of Crisco. I'm gonna put the sugar. And we're gonna mix all this. Like I said, my mom used to make fruit cake, but it was nothing like hers. Our fruit cake, it didn't have as much fruit. And I'm gonna put the applesauce. And we're gonna mix all this together until it becomes well mixed. In here into my flour, I'm gonna add my spices and my baking powder. And I'm gonna mix all this. And if I mix with a whisk, it's almost like siphon. It kind of airs out the flour. And I'm going to add 1 egg at a time. I'm also going to put the walnuts into the mixture of the fruit with the port wine. And I'm going to keep warming up until all that fruit gets all nice and plump. I already warmed it up for 3 minutes. I'm going to put another 3 minutes. Okay, friends, now I'm going to start adding the flour a little bit at a time. On low, because I don't want to wear flour all over me. Yeah, like I said, when I came from Azores, I remember her making this cake. And when my second son was born, we actually had to go to the store. He was born on December 15th, and we went to the store because she wanted to make her fruit cake, and she needed all her. And the thing that's good is with this cake, I know that cakes that I've seen done, people have to make it in advance. This, you can make it and eat right away. So I know she used to make it every year. And all her kids raved about her fruit cake. Scrape everything around my bowl to make sure that everything is well combined. And I'm gonna give one more mix. This is a heavy cake. And then those fruits, they soaked all that port wine. They're all nice and plump. So I'm gonna let these cool a little bit here. And then when they're cool, I'm gonna add to my mixture. Total, I think I have 2 cups of fruit. There was a cup, I already mixed the cherries and the pineapple. And then there's a cup of the other mixed fruit. This is the really minced one. I wanted the bigger chunks, but that's all I could find. There was nothing else. I guess everybody's making fruit cake this year. I'm gonna add all my fruit into this bowl with all my other ingredients. And I'm adding whatever juice is there too. And now we're gonna mix this slowly. That's it. Our cake is done. I sprayed a tube. You can, if you don't have it, you can use any other form. Actually, this was her pan. She gave it to me. So that was the pan she used to make her fruit cakes. So she gave me some of her pans she shared with her daughters. This smells so good. That cinnamon, the cloves, and it's gonna be a moist cake because of the applesauce. That applesauce, it keeps the cake moist. So I have my oven preheated at 325. Gotta see. Yeah, 325. This is gonna bake for 3 hours. So imagine my house, how good it's gonna smell for the rest of the day. And I have a lot of baking to do today. So I'm just mixing, bringing everything from the bottom to the top. Make sure this is all well mixed. And you could make a big one or you can make small ones. I think I'm gonna make a small. Here's, friends, my fruit cake, my mother-in-law's recipe. So it's gonna go in the oven for 325 for 3 hours. I'll check every hour to see how it is with the toothpick. If it comes up clean, it's done. And it's going in the bottom rack, not the top. She has very specific instructions. I'm checking see if my fruit cake, this one is done. Now I want to see this one. It might not still. No. That one needs to be in there longer. So it's been 1 hour. And here it is, friends. My fruit cake is done. My mother-in-law, hers now, she would soak with aguardente. But I'm not going to do that because I want my grandkids to eat this. Even though I put the port in there, it's evaporated, so it's gone. So I don't want to soak it. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I put powdered sugar on top, and that's it. I'm going to put this in a container and have ready for Christmas. So you give it a try. You know those recipes that you're so scared of it and you like feel intimidated? Just give it a try. Take your time, and you never know where you come out. I've never made a fruit cake because it's not something I care for. My family here, nobody cares for fruit cake. But I wanted to try this recipe from my mother-in-law, who is 90 years old. She used to make this every Christmas. As I remember, since I've been in this family, she's made it every Christmas. Maybe the last 20 years she hasn't because, you know, health. But I wanted to give it a try, and I wanted them to have a little bit to see if it tastes the same way. So anyway, you give it a try. My shout out today goes to Alvarina Oliveira from Massachusetts. Hello, Alvarina, and Merry Christmas. Hope you have a good holiday with your family with good health. And thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Give me some thumbs up. Share my videos with your friends, with your family. And until next time, let's get cooking. Have a good day.